Hi, YouTube. How are you? We might have a little bit of an interruption. Doug's working on some plumbing, making it's a reservoir tank for our hot water heater. Um, and then he's going to make another one that's with the cold water. That way see, we have our own well. So when the water pumps, and it has a sand point that goes in the ground, we pounded it ourselves. I've done that alone with a neighbor kid a long time ago when my baby was about a year old. I pounded my own water well. But anyway, so he's working on some plumbing, and what that does is that builds up extra water or extra hot water, and then the pump doesn't have to pump as much and it lasts longer. So and also hooking up a garden hose. I got my tomatoes in the ground after so much cold and wet weather, not globally warming here. It's extremely cold. I had a hard time getting my tomatoes in the ground, but I did keep them healthy and they had enough dirt, and I started them from seeds. And so, and they're a heirloom tomato or heirloom, however you want, heirloom tomato from the Amish that are probably generations old also. So I think they're like um, a better boy or a early girl or nothing really, really huge, but about like that maybe. But I've got 13 plants, 12 of them in my garden and one in a hanging planter. So yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, they had some good roots in them when I put them, and I've been babying them. And there was this one recipe, and this isn't my topic, but I'll tell you really quick. If you want the recipe, I can give it to you, but um, super easy in a gallon of water for rooting them, getting them to root, put it in your hole is a teaspoon of turmeric, uh, let me see, to a gallon would be a quarter cup of whole milk and a little bit of Castile soap, like a quarter of a teaspoon, the little one. So just a tiny bit, and then add that to a gallon and mix it up, and that gives them extra nutrients. It um, guards against like borers and different types of funguses. It also promotes root growth, and yeah, so they had like a lot of times when you get like starter um packs of tomatoes that are already set, the roots aren't really all that healthy or established. I mean, I don't know. I super babied these ones from seeds on up. So yeah, I had so many. I had to throw throw a bunch out. I had to make a decision with some of them, and it's like, oh, goodbye. you know, I had too many. There's no way two of us can. I mean, I'll freeze some and I'll use a bunch and, probably give stuff away. But yeah, we can only do so much here. so yeah. Okay, I'll get to my topic in a little bit. I've been gone a couple days. I did a 2-day fast. Our air quality was really horrible. Plus, it was raining, so it was raining all the icky stuff from the wildfires right up above us in Canada. So, people with allergies like me were really suffering because there was all kinds of just junk in our air. So I'm going to get back to my topic. I forgot my ashtray. Excuse me one momento. Um oh, okay. Um people that have never shown others mercy. There's so many greedy people. There's doctors, lawyers, CEOs, businessmen, uh, preachers, lapidary, whatever, the whole gamut. Everybody, all these creeps, even like husbands, wives, kids, grandparents. I mean, there's so many people that are cruel out there, and they know who they are, and they don't show other people mercy. Could be nurses that went along with this shit, this last crap, doctors, people that are pushing their fake meats on or lab grown on people and all the rest of it. All these psyops that were in the agendas that I told people about 20 and 25 years ago. I started talking about this. You know, it's not a joke. So my outlook for everybody, and I mean everybody, okay, if you're looking from a Christian standpoint, Christ tipped over tables of the money changers with their greed, if you want to look at it like that. He said, you're going to do greater things. What do you think he meant by that? That you were going to be magical and you'd be like hocus pocus and be able to do miracles? We physically, not physically like somebody, but we physically have to be active with our voices, and for each other we have to be strong, and we have to tell these greedy creatures where to get off. No, there is no mercy for those that have not shown mercy to other people, period. I am sick to death of it for myself personally. It's not out of bitterness. I mean, if you knew, I'm talking about, okay, for instance, somebody that raped a same sex, raped my baby, to have self control in these times like this is not bitterness. Oh, it's anger. Oh, fuck yeah, it's anger. And I had another son molested, same sex. These people got away with it because the people that did it were affiliated to the dark cabal. Yeah. So, I mean, when I say I'm not showing mercy, I'm not talking about normal things. I'm talking about dangerous human beings and creatures that use other people, and they don't care about who gets hurt. You could be crying, you could be having the worst day in your life, and somebody will intentionally insert pain, you know, or even ignore. There's people like, well, I don't know this. So I'm just going to sit back and I'm going to be neutral. And I say, well, I do know this. I've known this for decades. This is how I know this. Um, I just told this person just to have a nice neutral day, you know. Anyway, being passive and forgiving everybody all the time. This is fucking shit on this planet. This has got to stop. These creatures need to know that there's consequences for the shit that they're doing to people. You know, these are the greater things we're doing. We're standing up for each other, and we're not, it's like a misfit network. If you're not in the in crowd and you're not playing the game, or you're not neutral, just sitting back on the sidelines, you know, if somebody doesn't know enough about a subject and they're going to tell me you're just neutral, why don't you keep your fucking mouth shut then towards me? Because I do know enough. If you don't know enough about the subject, don't talk about it. That's my integrity. So, anyway, didn't stop her from saying something to me. Oh, I don't know enough about this, so I'm neutral. Well, then shut the hell up, Miss Neutral. Bye. You neutral there too? Yeah. Okay, whatever. I might have lost people. Bye. Love y'all. Have a nice day. Till you can't, and that's my hope for humanity. I want these fuckers to be so scared they pee down their legs. That's my wish for them. That's not very nice, is it? Well, neither are they. And after thousands of years of hypnotizing people into doing their bidding and believing in their God that believes in wars, I'm not calling for violence. I'm calling for consequences that are suitable and that match their crimes against humanity. Merciless consequences to the fullest extent. That's what I'm calling for. And I want everybody to feel free to feel like that. You don't have to hate. You don't have to be bitter. You don't have to rage. You don't have to pick, um, picket or destroy stuff or any of that. Use your voice and let other people know that you are not going to tolerate any amount of cruelty and nonchalant bullshit out of anybody ever again. Like I said, those that don't show mercy to others, and you know you've gone through hell and you've had people laugh right in your face. You know that's something that really bothered me, and it has ever, and it seemed to get progressively worse. But I think it was in the 70s, late 70s perhaps, American's Funniest Videos came out. And some of them were sort of funny. Then all of a sudden you see little kids falling on their faces in the laugh track. You see grandma or grandpa's pants fall down and he falls over and smacks his head. Or you hear what I'm saying? Like America's Funniest, what the hell? You know? Conditioning people into seeing something like that as normal. I mean, if it hits you, if something happens and it hits you, that you laugh when somebody does something and it looks quite odd, that might be a involuntary, but at the same time, your heart could be breaking. But it's like, okay, I was watching this woman, Leslie, the bird lady, was walking through her woods up in Canada by her creek, and she fell through the ground, and I could tell her hurt. She didn't edit it. She kept it there. She said, "I just need to um take a minute here," and she got back with us, and I thought, oh, because when we were working on our well one time, we had a board over the floor progressively working on. Took a couple, it takes a couple days, get parts, couplings and sand point and whatever we needed, so I go walking across this board and I fell through with one leg up to my crotch, so I could just hear what Leslie went through. I almost started crying. And then I wasn't feeling very good. I really did want to get on there the next day and say something to her. But I had a really horrible fever. I wasn't typing or doing anything. It was like, but I almost started crying just hearing that woman go through that shit. There's other people that would have seen that and started laughing. That's what I'm talking about right there. You know, the change in people and who are they really? If the dark force can get to them that easily that they would laugh at another or even delight in another person's pain, or even above that use it as part of their religious um rituals, you know I'm not talking about Satanism. I'm talking about like Judaism and the Talmud. Like this woman says, oh, that sounds like The Quran. Oh, yeah, it's in the Quran too. Read the Talmud and then you'll hear why I'm pissed off. Yeah, that's what my post was about. You know, what they do to people. It doesn't matter, just tiny people or whoever. They think we're all less than animals. Yep, less than animals. I don't have mercy for people like that. If you do, and you think that my wanting to encourage people to tell them type of people to go themselves is wrong, this isn't the channel for you. Because I'm showing people everywhere that I'll fight for you. I am a martial artist. Yes, I might hurt them if I see the wrong thing at the wrong time. But I don't go out hurting people. They have to do something to me first or somebody else. And then, yes. Oh, yeah, I sound super healthy, huh? I could be choking like this and still run. Long story, doesn't matter. But anyway, lately I haven't had to do my exercises. Life's been killing me all by itself. Today I got up before the sun and started getting things done, getting it ready, getting my um tomato patch ready, and so it was a lot of work. I had to keep taking breaks, to be honest, because it was warm out. I mean, yeah, it was early enough and everything, but it got hot after a while. I got done about 10 o'clock and then came in and started doing things in here. And I thought, well, I'll take a little time and let you know that I am alive and kicking. And yeah, I'm kicking all right. I'll kick these people, you know. If I see somebody not showing mercy or laughing at another human or taking delight in another person's pain ever again in my life, I would like to shake your hand like that. Just saying, you know. So yeah, I'm not being quiet, and I'm not. I guess some people believe we're in the time of revelation, and there's some of us that are built for this war that might get physical, and some of us that are just sitting on the sideline watching. So, I mean, pick your poison, whatever. But I'm not putting up with anybody's shit anymore ever again in my life. And, well, I really never have. See, people think, you know, well, I've been quiet on here. Well, yeah, I've had my medical research that I was helping people with Morgellons. I've had my information stolen, plagiarized, and they make money off it now. And they don't have the full scope of the information, like the different bugs that are comprised in there and their gestation periods and the things that I actually know. That's what really pisses me off in the total care of a human being because I have it. The CDC called it a unknown fluke is what they say. Yeah, it's a fluke, all right. They're lying mother is what it is. It's something that's naturally in our bloodstream, and different things can trigger them, just like a cancer cell. And all diseases stem from a bug that is similar to syphilis. All diseases. So, I mean, yeah, I have a right to be pissed off. I can tell you so many things that these creatures that are affiliated have done to me, but this isn't a sob story or a pity party. This is called attack mode. This is called, I'm going to shut these motherfuckers down worldwide. And you can help. I've been out here for a long time doing this, since the 90s. I've been online since this. Well, I've been online since 77, the first in-home computer, but the first computer I used was in 1972. It was called Big Blue. It was really big. So pretty dang big. It was about probably 5 foot wide by 4 foot wide and about 7 feet tall. Yeah, it was. That's a big computer. I saw bigger ones in this place called Munseymoor. Um, it was a factory for lingerie and underwear and whatever. My adopted mom worked there for a while, part-time. But they had the kind with the cards with the slots and the O's that went through the computer slotted card system, and then it went into like controlled data circuit boards and different things. But this computer in that Munseymoor was 3 complete walls and a half a wall of about a 20 by 15-foot room. The whole thing was nothing but a computer and circuit boards and stuff. It was crazy. Pretty cool though, you know. So all I'm saying, people, is um, you don't have to carry hatred, but it's justice. It's just. It's stop forgiving people that don't deserve it, you know? It doesn't matter who they are. If they're not worthy of a place in your life and they cause more commotion than they are good, and these dark Kabbalist creatures, these globalists, these world leaders, these parasites, these rabbinical and priestly creatures that think they lead other people, for real. They would never step up and save you. Hell no. They'd let you get pulverized. In fact, they'd take your money first. So, cheers, everybody. You know. So, anyway, I'm going to get this uploaded. I really do appreciate you being here. I just want you to know that this is not the time for mercy for those that have never shown it to people. And there's people that I have seen rip their hearts out and not even want to live from the way other people are. I'm not talking if you're doing something fucking weird out here and you want to whine about it because you're trying to bring something abnormal, like if somebody has a family and you want to insert your bullshit in that or something. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people out in this world that want to. I mean, even if you do weird shit and you can keep it to yourself and we can still be friends, I'm cool with that too. The minute you try and insert your shit in my life is the day I'm going to push back. It's simple. You do you over there, and so will I. No big deal. But I'm talking about the globalists and the people that go along with it and don't care about other people. That's you greedy motherfuckers. Those are the ones that I have no mercy for. So, okay. Peace and love, everybody. Have a really good night or day, wherever you're at.